up to the hype? We're about to find out.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. So here we go. Should be a good one. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. How about that time counter shot? Let's score with that right uppercut. Nobody home with that hook. There's so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this club, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output, thought there would be. Did you see that? And he caught George Groves big there. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If you keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've switched off completely. You've done all that work all the way.
There's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Can't land that jab. Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. They're both trying for a knockout. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. How about Alvarez in that last round? Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Let's get it started in round three. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
2. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Through the hook, didn't land. Nice counter shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Counter punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, super skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
George Groves stumbling backwards. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good defense, right uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So a majority decision here today.
A majority decision. You know what? I've got to agree. There's no argument there. I totally get it. I see where they're coming from. I see the scoring they've done. I wouldn't even argue with it. Maybe one round either side.